the winter season is approaching, how you can prepare your vehicle for the harsh conditions.
Plus, one organization is giving back, how they are providing for those around them during this holiday season.
One at-home COVID test being recalled, what brand you need to clear off your shelf.
And the Rittenhouse trial put on hold, when and how it will move forward.
Rainy and windy conditions move through the viewing area today. Cold and windier conditions are moving in the way. More on that in my full forecast.
Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening, thanks for being with us. I'm Avery Johnson.
And I'm Anna Chalker.
We start tonight with a dramatic change outside. Now, I was so surprised when I walked outside today. I was not ready for the wind and the rain. It was atrocious.
Oh, I know. Yesterday was perfect. I feel like the weather was just beautiful, but today, the complete opposite.
Oh yeah, Natalie, what is it looking like?
Yeah, it was a surprise for everyone with these rainy and cooler conditions from this past weather we've seen in the 60s the past few days actually. Today we had windier conditions, and these rainy conditions moved through the viewing area due to a cold front that moved throughout our viewing area. The wind has slightly calmed down right now. We're only at 7 miles per hour here in Muncie, 7 in Shelbyville, and 9 miles per hour of sustained winds in Indianapolis right now. We've actually had really gusty conditions today, gusts up to 43 miles per hour in Fort Wayne, 39 in Indy, and 37 in Muncie as well. Seeing these really gusty conditions today, the sustained winds were actually reached up to 20, but these gusty conditions were in the 30s and 40s for actually most of our viewing area today. Temperatures right now are sitting at 48 degrees here in Muncie, 43 in Indianapolis, and 45 in Shelbyville right now, continuing to drop. Later on tonight, I'm going to be tracking clearing skies, windier conditions moving in, and winter-like weather on the way.
All right, thank you so much, Natalie. According to the Federal Highway Administration, 24% of weather-related vehicle crashes occur on snowy, slushy, or icy pavement. Some crashes can even lead to people stranded or unable to leave their vehicle because of the harsh conditions.
NewsLink Indiana's Alex Almanza gives us some tips to keep your vehicle ready for the winter.
Winter is approaching, and with the expected snowfall this weekend, now is the most important time to make sure your car is winterized for the chilly season. That includes making sure your vehicle is equipped with winter or all-season tires, and maybe even a routine inspection of the traction control. But there are things you should keep inside your car in case of emergency. So what should you keep in your car year-round? Well, for starters, let's start off with jumper cables. Jumper cables are very important for jumping your vehicle in case your car runs dead. You want to keep extra fluids, some non-perishable items such as water or food, and of course, tools. But some experts say that when it comes to winterizing your vehicle, you should keep a little more on hand. According to this graphic from Kane and Silverman Personal Injury Lawyers, there are 16 essential tools you should consider keeping in the cabin of your vehicle. Some of those including at least half a tank of gas, reflectors, or road flares in case you have to stop on the side of the road, and an ice scraper. And for those with four-wheel drive vehicles, you may think your car is more capable of driving in the snow and ice, but sometimes that may not be the case. Four-wheel drive is a great feature for driving through thick snow. However, no matter what tires or car feature you have, ice will always cause you to slip and slide if not careful. And of course, there is also the urge to leave your car running in the morning to warm it up before you head out to work or school. Something experts say is a common mistake that can give car thieves a hassle-free way to take off with your ride. In Muncie, Alex Almanza, NewsLink Indiana.
For more info on staying safe on the roads this winter, you can go to nhtsa.gov.
It looks like Santa Claus might not be coming to every small town in the city this year. A tight labor market has many people across the U.S. unable to book one of Santa's helpers to visit kids ahead of the holidays. The head of a professional Santa Claus school in Denver says the region is down about 10 to 15% of Santas this year, while other Santa staffing agencies say the demand is up over 120%. Many Santas are opting out of the job over concerns about their risk of exposure to COVID-19, especially in children who aren't vaccinated yet. Virtual or video visits will be one solution that many are using to address the Santa shortage.
And with the Christmas season just around the corner, people are deciding on what to get for their families and for others in the community. I sat down with the person who changed their tradition to help others. The Christmas season has people starting to think about presents for the ones they love, but Alan Holdren's wife had one different idea on how to spread the Christmas spirit.
Instead of us buying each other something for Christmas this year, let's go out there and look for a family and see if we can take a family on and provide them with Christmas instead of you and I doing something for Christmas.
And since they started in 2004, the numbers of the families reached has grown.
We serve now yearly somewhere between 350 and 400 families.
And the big days for Secret Families starts right here at Meyer, where they will do all of their shopping and get their lists together and walk right across the street to the Toyota dealership where gifts are wrapped and delivered.
We raise quite a bit of money, around $180,000, to make this happen every year, and it happens in less than 6 weeks.
Holdren and Crabtree both believe that the work leading up to help the families.
It's such a God-driven project. Wherever that leads us, then we'll go.
And that it needs to be
Sustainable. With everything you do, especially something that's this important, you just don't want it to end.
one person helping another person. What Secret Families believes emphasizes one story at a time. For more information on Secret Families or how to get involved, you can visit their website at secretfamilies.org.
Moving on to your COVID headlines, more than 2 million at-home COVID tests are being called due to the high false positive results. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration says it's a Class 1 recall, the most urgent type. They're from the brand Allume. There's been 35 reports of false positives and no deaths have been reported. The FDA says the reliability of negative test results is not affected. Those who have received a positive result with an Allume test are advised to have a follow-up test.
Vaccinations for kids 5 to 11 are ramping up, but other threats are looming. Getting more kids vaccinated is often a battle against hesitancy and sometimes equity. A recent poll shows parents with lower incomes are less likely to get their kids in that 5 to 11 age group vaccinated. Children's cases of COVID are on the rise again in the U.S., and the American Agency of Pediatrics says this past week there were more than a 6% increase in cases from the week before. COVID-19 vaccinations aren't the only shots doctors are worried about, though. The CDC says 22 million babies worldwide missed their vaccinations last year during the pandemic, worsening the global threat of measles. About 35% of pregnant women in the U.S. are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. That's according to new data published by the CDC. Overall, vaccination rates among pregnant women lag behind the general population. The CDC recommends the COVID vaccine for people who are pregnant, breastfeeding, or may become pregnant. There's no evidence any vaccines, including the COVID-19 vaccine, cause fertility problems in women or men.
Investigations continue around Travis Scott's Astroworld Fest. Safety experts laying out how people can be safer in the future.
Plus, the government's new infrastructure plan, what rules will be changing for automakers to keep the roads safe.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, Mitts will take you there.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
After 8 days of testimony from dozens of witnesses, the Wisconsin trial of Kyle Rittenhouse is now at a standstill. The 18-year-old Rittenhouse faces charges that he fatally shot 2 people and wounded a third using an AR-15 style rifle. The incident took place during Kenosha protests on August 25th of 2020, following the police shooting of Jacob Blake. The judge in the case told the jury that closing arguments will begin on Monday. As the investigation continues into Houston's Astroworld Festival, those who attended the concert are describing a horrific scene, people being trampled.
There was just too many people there, and it was overcrowded. The way the barricades were set up had people trapped in, and it was a death trap.
After the ninth death being reported today, safety experts say recognizing warning signs that a crowd may be turning dangerous is critical to stay safe in a crowd. Experts say to be aware of your surroundings, and if people are close enough to bump against you, it may be time to get out of that area.
The government's new infrastructure plan is trying to tackle several pressing issues, including drunk or impaired driving. The legislation gives the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration 3 years to develop new rules for lawmakers. It would require new cars to have technology installed that could prevent drunk or impaired driving, but it's unclear what technology that would be. The NHTSA is reportedly looking at a system that could observe the driver's performance, or another option is using a sensor to detect a driver's alcohol level, and depending on that result, possibly prevent the car from starting. Once new regulations are finalized, automakers would have 2 years to install the technology. Airline passengers who become violent on commercial flights are now being held accountable by the Federal Aviation Administration. 10 passengers are facing fines for shouting, spitting, shoving, and throwing punches. The new fines for those accused of acting out total more than $225,000. It's the second biggest fine announcement since the FAA enacted their no-tolerance policy on unruly passengers in early 2021. Flight crews have reported more than 5,000 unruly passenger incidents so far this year. FAA data shows more than 70% of the incidents are over face masks.
People affected by the water crisis in Flint, Michigan will be awarded a $626 million settlement. A federal judge gave final approval for the settlement yesterday. It's meant to compensate the tens of thousands of people impacted by lead exposure and other contaminants from the city's drinking water. According to court documents, the settlement will establish a victims' compensation fund to pay residents directly. Nearly 80% of the money will go to those who were younger than 18 at the time of the crisis. And according to the terms of the settlement, children 6 and younger will get the biggest share.
And today is Veterans Day, and Walmart is stepping up to honor them. The retailer sharing that it has hired almost 30,000 veterans and military spouses in the last quarter. That's higher than any single quarter in the company's history. The numbers also include Walmart and Sam's Club stores. Walmart's Find a Future platform offers veterans and their spouses help to start a new career, gain new skills, or even start a business. Walmart says nearly 300,000 veterans and military spouses have joined the program this year. And you may have seen some extra traffic tonight if you're heading home from campus. Here's a look of students lined up 2 hours early to see the band Crowder at Emmons Auditorium. This is another show brought to you by the university. Crowder is a 2-time Grammy-nominated band is on the Milk and Honey Tour.
I am super excited. I've never seen Crowder at his own place. I think I've only seen him at Winter Jam. So I'm super excited to be here. I have my friends with me, so it's going to be fun to just worship.
The show is expected to end just before 10 tonight. Emmons will be hosting more concerts before the end of the year. The Muncie Symphony Orchestra will perform November 13th, Eleanor Dubinsky on November 20th, Circus Dreams Holidays on November 23rd, and the Muncie Symphony Orchestra on December 4th. And it looked very chilly out there. Natalie, will those chilly temperatures still be happening?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a great day to stay outside for waiting for the concert tickets today. Temperatures continue dropping throughout the night, and I'll talk about that in my full forecast.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
To get to know each other
on a deeper level. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Welcome back. The time is now 9:16 and we are looking at a clear view of campus right now. Very calm night after a very rainy and windy day, I would say.
Yeah, I know. Driving here, it was very hard to get here because the wind, the leaves were going everywhere and it was just rainy. That view was completely different of what we've been seeing all day.
Yes, I agree. Even harder to walk in. Natalie, what is it looking like?
Yeah, we saw really windy and rainy conditions today, and this is due to a cold front that actually moved throughout our viewing area. Temperatures currently sitting at 48 degrees here in Muncie, 43 in Indianapolis, and 45 degrees in Shelbyville as well. These temperatures are a lot cooler since the past 24 hours. We've actually dropped a lot. Down 7 degrees here in Muncie, 11 degrees in Indianapolis, and 11 degrees in Shelbyville, as well as 15 degrees in Bloomington, and this is due to those rainy and windy conditions that we saw today that moved along with that cold front. On radar, that cold front has moved out of our viewing area, leaving for clearing skies tonight for pretty sunny, clear skies tonight. Zooming out on radar, this low pressure system is actually what drove this cold front through our viewing area earlier today, and it is actually snowing up north of our viewing area in Wisconsin with this low pressure system in Minnesota and in the Dakotas right now. And we're expected to see more snow, actually possibly a chance of flurries move into our forecast for a Friday evening. However, tonight these temperatures are continued dropping, reaching a low of 38 degrees with decreasing cloud cover and a little calmer winds from the west at 10 miles per hour, possibly still a gust or two around 20 miles per hour. So make sure if you are going out today, you don't have anything that'll blow away as we move throughout our night tonight. Moving on for tomorrow, we're going to reach a high of only 49 degrees with increasing cloud covers and those possible chance for snow flurries moving to later Friday evening into Saturday morning, with that wind picking back up, a south-southwest wind at 15 to 20 miles per hour. And that is sustained wind, timing out this rain chance for you that is moving into our forecast. We see these clouds start moving into our forecast come Friday morning. As we progress throughout the day, we have pretty clear skies, but more clouds move in around 2:30 tomorrow, and this chance of snow flurries and possibly a few sprinkles or two before that move in around 8 p.m. tomorrow. Watching this wind and possible precipitation move into our forecast, we can actually need to watch these wind chill values as well. Timing this out for you, we can have wind chill values actually in the 20s, and this is the feel-like temperature that we're going to feel, not the actual temperature, but due to the effects of wind and these colder temperatures, it is going to feel like it's possibly in the 20s tomorrow. Moving throughout the day on Saturday, we can see these temperatures continue feeling like it's in the 20s, moving into Sunday as well. It does stay pretty cool, possibly making it back up into the 30s, the high 20s for our wind chill values. Timing this out for you on the mid 7-day forecast, we do have this chance of PM flurries moving on Friday and another weather maker move in from Sunday, possibly bringing us another chance of snow flurries as well. However, we can see that that's going to move out of our viewing area and are expecting to see cold and windy conditions for this weekend as well.
Definitely not looking forward to it.
No,
I'm not ready for the cold.
I'm not ready for it to feel like it's in the 20s.
Oh, yeah, no.
I wasn't ready for today, let alone for it to feel like it's going to be 20 degrees.
I'm looking forward to the holiday season, but not looking forward to the weather that's coming with it.
I'm not ready for that at all. And I know with the wind, still going to be here and there, but it's still all okay. Thank you, Natalie. And Hannah, can we get a look at sports?
Delta cheers sticking it big. One Ball State team clinching the MAC West division and another adding 5 next in sports.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
So if one cat has 4 kittens who reproduce every 6 months, how many cats will there be in 5 years? Who's got it? Is this... What is that? Seriously? Who threw that?
Cats are terrible at math, but they sure do multiply. Please spay, neuter, and adopt.
The solution is 10.
I'm Hannah McElroy with sports. A packed gym
Muncie
full
is
of
home
fans.
to many high schools around the county. One sporting program in particular completed something that has never been done before.
I've said we wanted to win state. It still feels like a dream just because we've been on the forefront of our minds since tryouts, and every practice it was mentioned about that, and we knew that this was the year to do it, and it's just exciting that these girls just see that their hard work paid off.
The anticipation of finding out who won grew from each cheerleader as they finished off their last routine.
They took me and my 2 other seniors in my team out onto the gym. Finally, they announced second place to another team, and we knew that we won. So it was super exciting. We freaked out, crying, lots of tears. It was amazing.
What made this moment noteworthy for the cheer squad was knowing they completed it as a team that worked together for one common goal.
It's great. We're all best friends. Like, you don't see many teams like us, honestly. Like, we're a family. We all have each other's backs all the time, and it's just amazing just to like be so close with every single one of these girls on the team and have to experience this together. It was amazing for all of us.
With all the nonstop practices, the cheerleaders are ecstatic that their hard work has paid off and they have made history together and can forever celebrate this moment.
When they announced us as first place, we all kind of like jumped up and like just hugged each other and ran to the seniors and just hugged each other, and like, I don't know, it was just crazy.
In Muncie, Brittany Slack, NewsLink, Indiana.
Delta!
Delta! D-E-L-T-A! Delta!
Brittany Slack continuing with dominance. Ball State women's volleyball looks to continue their winning streak this weekend. Sitting at a 24-3 record overall and 14-1 in the MAC, the team has been crushing the competition all season long, and with 3 matches left on the regular season, Ball State plans to keep the winning streak going to stay on top of the MAC conference. Coach Kelly Miller-Phillips, along with the rest of the team, plan to fine-tune their players to maintain their 14-match win streak heading into this weekend.
It's really easy to just get in a routine and do the same thing, especially when things are going well. But that's one area that our staff has really tried to continue to fine-tooth comb every detail of our team. So every match we want to be playing our best volleyball at the end of the year. And so in order to do that, we've got to keep working every day in practice to get there.
This week we've been making a big focus of defense. So I think having everyone bought in with that is going to be huge for the next couple games before the tournament. And I'm excited to see that this weekend.
Soccer inking 5 new recruits on signing day. The Cardinals finding 5 new teammates for the 2022 season in high school seniors Delaney Caldwell, Emily Ellis, Acadia Murphy, Emily Ropper, and Kira Verberg as Ball State looks to improve on their 6-9-2 record from 2021. It is so exciting to see so much great action with female sports. We see just so much dominance from all of these women, from high school to college. I think it's very exciting to see what the women's volleyball team is doing. Have you guys gotten a chance to see any of their matches?
I haven't yet, but it sounds like they've had an extremely successful season. I'm all about supporting that. That sounds great.
It has been amazing. Just all of Delaware County, I feel like sports this year has just been really good for every team. They are picking up from last year when they had those issues and brought up.
Well, thank you so much, Hannah. We'll get a look at what's trending after the break. Stay with us.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now?
Right now. You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Time for us to take a look at what's trending.
Joining us now is NewsLink Indiana's Serena Thompson. Serena, what do you have for us tonight?
Thank you, Avery and Anna. Well, in Louisiana, a 105-year-old woman now holds a world record in the 100-meter dash. Retired teacher Julia Hawkins took the top spot for the race at the Louisiana Senior Games. That makes her the first female track and field athlete and the first American to set a track and field world record. Her win also established an age 105 and older category. Hawkins said, quote, "I want to keep running as long as I can. My message to others is that you have to stay active if you want to be healthy and happy as you age." Well, Instagram is testing a new feature. If you've ever been on Instagram and looked up only to realize you wasted hours scrolling, you are not alone. The social media site is testing a new feature meant to help people take control of their time. It's called Take a Break. It reminds people when they spend a long stretch on the app. The feature is in the testing phase for certain users right now and could be available next month. Take a Break comes as Instagram and its parent company Meta, formerly Facebook, face scrutiny over social media and mental health. Well, Avery and Anna, what do you guys think?
I think it's amazing that elderly lady is just
She's
running.
definitely running faster than me right now.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't even do that.
And Natalie, can we get one final check of weather?
Yeah, we have our next weather system moving tomorrow evening with possible chance of flurries moving into our forecast. Clears out for Saturday, but more chances for snow and flurries move in for Sunday with falling temperatures and these windy conditions sticking around. A cold start to next week and another chance for precipitation moves in on Wednesday.
That's all for NewsLink Indiana tonight. Be sure to join us on our sister show, Waking Up with Cardinal Weather, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., streaming live on their Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night, everyone.